Good morning. This video focuses on some of the important declarations by the United Nations in relation to the aged persons. First, we shall see the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which come into force during December 10, 1948. This Universal Declaration is not exclusively for the senior citizens, but it contains certain provisions exclusively for senior citizens. But this applies to all citizens, including senior citizens. In the beginning of the declaration, it is stated that the contents of these declarations are to be exhibited in schools and other educational institutions. Article 1 of the declaration states that all are equal by birth and have equal rights. This is included in Article 14 of the Indian Constitution. Article 5 says that humans are to be protected from any form of abuse, cruelty, or exploitation. So it applies to senior citizens also. Article 22 says all have the right to have a life with dignity. But in Article 25 mentions about the senior citizens, the aged persons. It says that all persons have the rights to receive food, clothing, housing, medical care, and those suffering from diseases or disability, or widowhood, or suffering from old age are to be protected. So this protective measure is available to the senior citizens. Then it is the first preliminary meeting happened with the United Nations in the mid of 1970s that the United Nations called for an assembly on aging. Then a voluntary organization was formed in 1973 with the name International Federation on Aging. And this organization organizes conferences in relation to the aged. Then came another convention on the elimination of all forms of discrimination against women. This happened in 1979. And this is exclusively for women's rights, but that women includes aged women also. This is the first time a major event happened that men and women have equal rights, and their participation is needed for the holistic development of any nation. Taking inspiration from this enactment, the Government of India enacted the Domestic Violence Prohibition Act, and that is to protect women from any form of harassment within the house, like either sexual harassment or emotional, economic, or physical violence within the house by the family members. So that women includes senior women also. So that SIDA is also an important. Then came in 1982 a very important declaration in relation to the aged persons. This is called the Vienna International Plan of Action on Aging. It is a detailed plan of action, and this is recommended that research, data collection and analysis, training and education have to be undertaken for the assessment, planning and implementation of schemes in relation to senior citizens. Not only that, they focused on different areas of development like health and nutrition, protection of elderly consumers, housing and environment, family, social welfare, income security and employment, and education. In total, there were 62 recommendations for action to be taken by the member countries. Several countries took inspiration from this Vienna Plan of Action. Then, during 1990, by the International Federation on Aging, they organized a declaration of the rights and responsibilities of older persons. These are two page document detailing the rights of older persons in the area of care, dignity, self-fulfillment, participation, and independence. Then, during 1991, the United Nations Principles for Older Persons was also declared. It also focuses the holistic development, care and protection in relation to the senior citizens in the areas of freedom, dignity, participation and care. Senior citizens should have freedom to take decisions in any affairs relating to their future, and they have a right to live in dignity. And participation means any decision in the family or outside taken which affects them, it is to be discussed by them so that they will get a participation. So care also is to be basic principle to be accepted by all human beings. Then in 1994, the International Conference on Population and Development Program of Action was enacted. So this conference focused on the growing population of senior citizens and how it is affecting the progress of the nation. Then during December 8, 1995, the economic, social and cultural rights of older persons have come into being. So all the above declarations are meant to give focus on the problem of senior citizens and to bring attention of the nations over the issues relating to the senior citizens. We will see the balance of the declarations in the next video.